Okay, now here's a big one. Is it okay to check your partner's phone?
Well, that can be a yes and it can be a no. If you're going through your partner's phone checking for to see if they mess around, if you're going to find some pictures, you're going to find some emails and stuff like that, you got to do a phone search to see where your relationship stands or if it's faithful or if there's some infidelity, then no. You need to probably get out of that relationship because that's the wrong relationship. Because when you're with someone and you start to feel uncomfortable like that, that it drives you to start looking and snooping and searching, then you need to question the relationship you are in because you shouldn't be having those feelings unless there's something already going on. So no. But if your partner phones ring and he's in the bathroom or she is in the bathroom or y'all somewhere, you should be able to pick up your partner phone freely and answer the phone, or if you want to use their phone to go and look for, say you want to use it, yes, you should be able to have access to their phone, in other words. But to search their phone, that you're looking for some forms of infidelity or if that person is being faithful or good to you, if you have to do that in a relationship, then you're probably in the wrong relationship. Then that's no peace there. You're not secure in that relationship. And why would you be in a relationship with anyone where you don't feel secure or you don't feel like you can trust that person?
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I mean, dude, people have so much stuff on their phone nowadays
Mm-hmm.
that that they may be embarrassed about, or they might things that they've had before you. I don't want to know all that stuff, man. I just don't. I just don't want to know. I don't really care.
Mm-hmm.
That's just because, like you say, if you gotta do all that and you looking to find something, then
You're probably not happy in that
you
relationship.
probably it's probably over. It's probably over, and that's not gonna stop the person from doing nothing anyway. You can find whatever you want to find on that phone. That's not gonna stop nothing. If that's gonna tell you that this is all the information I need and now I'm gone, man, you could do that before you even go through the phone.
Now,
Just go ahead.
let me ask you a question. Do you feel that when you get involved into a serious committed relationship or a marriage, should you clean your phone out of all things from your past? That could be questionable. Do you think that's something that you need to do?
No. I mean, what you gonna do? Scrub your past, man? That's too much. That's too much. And think about it. If you're single for 5, 6, 7 years, man, you got a lot of scrubbing to do.
Mm-hmm.
You got a lot of scrubbing to do. What for your partner to find out something that, man, you should already expect that. You should already expect that she probably ain't the goody two shoes that you think she is. Matter of fact, your mama ain't even the goody two shoes that you think she is. I'm gonna tell you, man. You look at all these 304s around here, man, and you look around and see the outlandish stuff these women do. Well, your mama was doing outlandish stuff during her time, and only thing is she didn't have a digital footprint. But your mama wasn't a goody two shoe that most of y'all think you did. And a lot of your aunties told you that already. They already told you who your mom and your daddy was. They already told you all that stuff in so many words. Now, some of y'all might have got spared, but for the most part, you know that. So think about the girl that you with. Think about her. You might well think. Now, I'm not going to tell you that, a woman past don't matter to men. That'd be stupid. And that's just like talking in the wind. Men are always gonna care about a woman past. They just is. They're always gonna care up for the most part. But man, you kind of gotta listen. You gotta go with the flow. You gotta go with the flow. You either gonna accept the woman for who she is, and or you ain't. That's just what it boils down to. That that's what if you don't like what she doing, you don't like her reputation, you don't like how she was out here wilding out and doing all that crazy stuff, then just move your ass on down the line. But if you gonna accept, don't be trying to go back and say, "Oh, I ain't know you were doing all that. I ain't know you were doing all that." Cause I'm gonna tell you right now, she probably was. She probably was. I'm gonna just give it to you. She probably was. That's why I don't even be when women come at me with all this goody two shoes. I ain't gonna do, man. I'm already talking about for $100. That's a lie. For $200, that's a lie. That's what I'm gonna think. So I don't be, I don't be worried about all that stuff.
Sometimes I just have to stop and pray for you. This boy say your mama had a pass. Your mama
You don't
had
think?
a pass.
You don't think that?
Your mama was a 304.
I ain't gonna say all of them were, but you got quite a few. Man, I know someone. Man, I'm gonna tell you right now. I know some women, elderly women. You get around the old people and they ain't been saved and stuff. All they need to tell you, boy, when she was young, she was something else. That's all they gonna say. Now today, they just gonna put all your business out there. But the old people will tell you in so many ways, and the only she was something else. That only means that she was doing what they do today, being promiscuous, sleeping with guys in the janitor closet, sleeping with men at church, doing all that stuff.
Didn't I just say the janitor's closet?
Yeah. They that's just how it is, man. And it don't. That's how the game go. That's just how the game go. And you got to understand whether you going to accept it. Now, I'm not telling guys to be out here with no standards, man. And sometimes you got to draw the line. Sometimes some men say, I'm not going to marry a stripper. I'm not marrying a known 304. Now, she could be a private 304 that I don't know about, then that's good. You probably need to let it stay that way.
Well, maybe that's why he's searching through the phone to find out if she's a 304.
Well, you ain't got to search through the phone to know that. You could just tell. You could just tell her behavior. You can tell how she act with you in the bed. Well, maybe you can't, because some of you dudes can't get a woman to act a certain way in the bedroom a lot of time. And, that's why you get frustrated. But you can kind of tell that she was a 304 just by a lot of conversation, kind of people she talked to. Talk to her long enough and start trying to run your mouth and listen at what she's saying. You'll figure it out. I promise you. You'll figure out pretty much what kind of woman you got on your hand. Now, if you ignore it, that's on you. Don't go blaming nobody else because she turned back into the 304. She always was big. Don't go blaming nobody else. That's my only problem with me. I don't have no problem. You want to sleep with a stripper, a known stripper that, used to have OnlyFans pages and have a tour going from city to city, going from state to state, that's fine. And she got a hometown reputation that's impeccable. So I don't have a problem with that. But at the end of the day, man, whenever she turned back into what she's always been, man, I don't want to hear you crying. I don't like that. I don't like that. That's called not wanting to be holding yourself responsible for your decision making. But make no mistakes. I'm not telling men not to have no kind of standards. If you got standards and you want a church girl and that's where you want to keep it at, then keep it at a church girl. Keep it at. That's what you want. If you think she's a church girl and you come to find out she's not a church girl and you get up off her, then I can't hate you for that.
At the end of the day, do not go through somebody's phone. If you feel you need to go through their phone, then question that relationship.
Insecurity.